There are 14 shelters in Israel, and in Jerusalem there are 2 shelters, and actually a 3rd shelter that just came into existence for the ultra-Orthodox community. As I explained last year, women in the shelters of Jerusalem are referred from other parts of the country and vice versa. They go to the local welfare clinic. And in wherever they are, if it's in Eilat or in Haifa or in Ashdod, and they get sent to somewhere, not in their hometown, and vice versa. If a woman in Jerusalem needs a shelter, she'll be sent to a different shelter in Israel. There's a forum of shelters in Israel with representatives from all of the shelters, and they meet monthly. So the historical perspective, which is that the shelter movement in Israel was a grassroots movement initially. It wasn't connected to the state of Israel. It was at a time, it was 35, 40 years ago, at a time when the problem of domestic violence wasn't acknowledged, not only in Israel, and in other countries as well. And so some organizations, including Woman to Woman, were really activist organizations that, as part of a women's movement, as part of recognition of the problem of domestic violence, founded the shelters. And Woman to Woman, our only project is the shelter and the halfway house. We don't have other initiatives going on. So that's our baby, that's our primary project. And there are other organizations that the shelter is just among other projects that they run. When we consider what we're trying to do here, I think we're also trying to create a sense of a support system, and the community that surrounds the shelter, both locally and internationally, creates that.
The concept of a community of women, is part of my philosophy for what our choir does. So we build a community of women within our choir, and there is an awareness that we have a mission to help a broader community of women, which kind of informs what we do all the time.
Just to be able to say to her, these are our guests today, and these are people that have taken the time and the effort and to raise the money, but not only the money, the support, because they care about women in your situation. And I think when we consider what we're trying to do here, is obviously each woman has her own program and her own story and her own set of circumstances, but I think we're also trying to create a sense of a support system.